I, 22 female black, found out my boyfriend, 23 male white, and his friends are racist and misogynistic. Now, I don't know how to move forward. The background. We've been together for 2 years. He's my first serious relationship, and honestly, for a while, I thought he was the one. He's kind, funny, and not the stereotypical alpha guy. He's softer, quieter, and more sensitive. We balance each other out. I've always been the more outgoing one, while he leans on the introverted side. We live with his parents, who generously allow us to stay rent-free. That arrangement has been a lifesaver for me. It's helped me pay off debt, repair my awful credit, thanks to 18-year-old me making stupid choices, and try to get back on my feet financially. We have 2 cats together, and we split responsibilities at home. I cook and clean the majority of the time, even prep his meals for the week, because I grew up watching my mom do that, and it felt like the woman's work. I never minded. Or at least, I thought I didn't. But now I can't stop asking myself, was I already carrying more of the weight while he just coasted? Here is how it went. It started off so simple. His car was in the shop, so I offered to drive him to a hangout with his friends. I bought him some beers to bring along, and for myself, I picked up wine to sip on while playing Red Dead Redemption 2, my current obsession. I was invited to come, but the truth is, I've never liked his friends. I'll explain why later. He comes home drunk around midnight. I take care of him when he throws up, then tease him playfully about it. Suddenly, he decides to mess with me by trying to exit my game. I laughed at first, thought he was joking, and fought back to save. But then he completely shut off the PC. It was so out of character for him, he's not usually petty or aggressive, that I just brushed it off and we went to bed. But once in bed, things got weird. He started spiraling about not looking like Arthur Morgan, the main character of RDR2. He compared himself to a video game character. He went on about his looks, how he wasn't manly enough, how I must be secretly disappointed in him. I told him he was being dumb, that I love him regardless. But he fixated on the word dumb. He got defensive and pissy, saying I was calling him dumb instead of reassuring him. At that point, I didn't even know what to say. The argument came out of nowhere, so I left and went to sleep on the couch. When I came back later, he was passed out. Something in me, maybe intuition, maybe suspicion, told me to check his phone. I searched my name and his messages. What I found first wasn't awful, but it was unsettling. Texts from 6 months ago when we briefly broke up. His best friend had told him things like, "I don't think she's the one for you. I don't like the things she's pressuring you to do." That confused me. I've never pressured him into anything. I enjoy going out to restaurants and bars, but if he doesn't come, I still go. I don't drag him. Financially, I pay sometimes, he pays sometimes. I keep the house clean, do the cooking, the laundry, even prep his meals. If anything, I've been the one doing more. What was this pressure his best friend was talking about? Then I kept scrolling. That's when I found my boyfriend himself texting that it was disgusting that I was becoming obese after starting birth control. For context, I used to be severely underweight, a size 0. After starting birth control, I gained weight and now I'm mid-size, a size 6. That's still nowhere near obese. But he had described it that way to his best friend. That stung.
Haven't I seen you
And then I
here
opened his
before?
group chats. That's when my stomach turned. His friends are all white men. They've made me uncomfortable since I first met them.
Bar's closed.
Casually saying the N-word, making edgy jokes that were just racist, brushing it off as humor. The first time it happened, I called it out, but tried to do it in a half-joking way because I didn't want to be painted as the angry black girl. One guy even apologized, but the vibe stuck with me. I didn't go back. What I saw in their group chats confirmed everything I feared, and more. There were George Floyd jokes, World War II memes, slurs thrown around casually like punctuation. And then, from my boyfriend, a meme of a Pokemon card that said, "Catching a Negress." That was it for me. Something in me broke. Because here's the thing. It's not just about the memes. It's about what it represents. If this is how he jokes when I'm not around, how could I ever think about marrying him? How could I ever bring a biracial child into the world with a man who makes jokes like that? After a couple days of space, I confronted him. I admitted I snooped. I told him what I saw. I told him I was appalled. His defense? He claimed he doesn't really see those guys as friends, just drinking buddies. He said he doesn't agree with them but is scared of being friendless because they've known each other since childhood. He said they make fun of him too, and he just laughs it off. He admitted one night one of them even sexually harassed him while drunk, asking him to sleep with him, while others made jungle fever comments about him dating me. His solution was to isolate himself at the pool instead of standing up. I told him, if you won't respect yourself enough to cut them off, at least respect me. But here's the kicker. He agreed he wouldn't want these friends at our wedding or around future children. He even admitted they're toxic. So my question is, if you know they're that bad, why did you ever bring me around them in the first place? My breaking point. I've defended him before. When his friends insulted him in the same group chat, he showed me. And I literally grabbed his phone and cursed the guy out on the spot. I stuck up for him without hesitation. But would he ever do the same for me?
You just answer my question.
Based on everything I've seen,
I'm trying to find Evelyn. That's all you need to know.
I also reminded him. He told me 6 months ago that my weight gain was unattractive. Since then, I've lost 15 pounds. I'm trying. And yet, what's really unattractive is a man with no spine, no moral code, and no respect for his partner. He said he'd confront them now. But why did it take this for him to even consider doing that? Right now, I feel disgusted, embarrassed that this is who I chose, and stuck. If breaking up were just about emotions, I'd have left yesterday. But it's not that simple. I live with him and his family rent-free. That arrangement has been the only thing keeping me afloat financially. My car barely runs. Moving out would take me months of saving. My friends offered me places to crash, but that would only delay me getting my own place.
It's a dollhouse.
On paper, breaking up is the obvious choice. In practice, it's terrifying.
Or a drone.
For now, I'm keeping things cordial because I need a roof over my head while I plan my exit. Update 1. After talking to friends, I realized it's not about whether he's racist. I don't think he is racist in the overt, hateful way his friends are, but he's complicit. He's spineless. He has no moral backbone. And honestly, that's worse in some ways. Because if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. He chooses to keep people like this in his life out of fear of loneliness. He tolerates them. He excuses them. He laughs along. And that's not the man I want to marry, have kids with, or build a life with. The love I had for him is gone. What's left is logistics, planning my exit, getting my finances in order, and figuring out where to go next. I don't know how long it will take me, but I know one thing. I will not waste the rest of my life with a man who doesn't have the courage to defend me, respect me, or even respect himself. Final update. It's been a few weeks since my last post, and I wanted to give some closure because a lot of people asked what I decided to do. After sitting with everything, I realized I couldn't keep living in limbo, half pretending everything was fine for the sake of stability, while secretly planning an exit. It was eating me alive. Every time I looked at him, I thought about the group chats. Every time he tried to kiss me, I thought about him calling my weight disgusting. Every time he mentioned his friends, I thought about the slurs, the memes, and his silence. So I ended it. I told him directly that I could not continue in a relationship where my partner had no backbone, no moral compass, and no respect for me. I told him I could forgive a lot of things, insecurity, immaturity, even bad decisions, but not complicity in racism and disrespect. And not the fact that it took me snooping and confronting him for him to even consider setting boundaries with his so-called friends. He cried. He begged. He told me he didn't mean the things he said about my weight, that the meme he sent was old, that he was just trying to fit in with them. He promised he'd cut them off for good. But to me, that was too little. Too late. I told him I wasn't leaving because of what he might do going forward. I was leaving because of what he already did. I packed what I could and moved in with a friend temporarily. I'm not going to pretend it was easy. The financial hit hurts. The uncertainty is scary. Untangling our lives, even just 2 years' worth, has been exhausting. The cats were the hardest part. I ended up taking one and leaving the other with him, which broke me. But I couldn't stay just because of logistics. What I've realized is that love isn't enough if there's no respect. And respect isn't just how someone treats you to your face. It's who they are when you're not in the room. And who he was when I wasn't around is someone I will never unsee. Right now, I feel lighter. Sad, but lighter. I've been reconnecting with friends, working more hours, and saving toward my own place. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I made the right choice. If anyone reading this is in a similar situation, here's what I'll say. Don't settle for someone who only respects you in the daylight, but lets others tear you down in the dark. You deserve better. I deserved better. And now, I'm finally moving toward it.